viral, like not just on social media like TikTok and Instagram, but literally everywhere. Looks so good. I'm genuinely shocked. Yeah, we have 30 shades to get through. Are you all ready? Minasan konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing the most viral and adorable lip and cheek product to come out of K-beauty. If that sounds like your thing, then please go ahead and channel登録 shichatte kudasai. So as you probably know already, watching my channel, I am all for K-beauty products, whether it is skincare or makeup. But there is one product that I see literally all of the it girls in Korea swooning over, so I wanted to know what all the hype was about. I think you guys already know what it is, but let me introduce you to the most adorable lip and cheek products that we all have been seeing absolutely everywhere, the fwee Blurry pudding pots. This video is sponsored by fwee, but I feel like I barely need to talk about them because they're already so viral. I have heard so many stories of it being sold out consistently at Olive Young, and when the pudding pots were first released at the start of the year, people were like actually going crazy over them, queuing up for hours to get a peek inside their pop-up store. It was basically the biggest K-beauty launch of this year. Even in Japan, they actually recently had a pop-up store at Cosme Tokyo, like the biggest beauty store in Japan, and once again the queue out the door. So needless to say, I was absolutely stoked when fwee reached out to send me their pudding pots to try out. I actually have all 30 of these shades, so obviously I am very excited and we'll be swatching all 30 for you today. So of course you're probably wondering, why are these little things so popular? So let's talk about them. First, we have the package design. I mean, look at these cuties. You may not be able to tell if you only saw them online, as they are quite like small and petite, but they do have a decent weight to them, and it is because the bottom of it here is actually made of frosted glass. So it does add that bit of a luxurious feel to our otherwise cutesy little pot. Next, we're going to move on to the product texture. I got a fresh one for you guys, so let's take a look. Look at that. Literally, it looks like a delicious dollop of pudding, and it literally bounces like pudding too. It definitely adds to the whole user experience too, as it is just like genuinely fun to use, which I'm all about. Although it is called pudding, the texture is actually more like a smooth, fluffy mousse. It is somewhere in between a cream and a powder, which blends out extremely effortlessly and smoothing on the skin. Just watch how it like smooths out the wrinkles here, truly blurring out that texture. Looks so good. I'm genuinely shocked. And it does this by combining a soft blurring powder formula with hydrating skincare properties, which is why the product can spread out so nicely on the skin. It helps to blur out the texture like pores on your cheeks without looking dry or cakey. And not only that, remember, we can use it on our lips too. This formula, I mean, look at that. It really gives that effortless, soft, smooth, blurred out look. Literally such a pretty finish. I am using the shade Crush, by the way. Speaking of shades, they have 30 shades. Yes, it comes in 30 different colors. They really said, don't know what you're looking for? Don't worry, we have it all. And I absolutely love that. Although I do feel like a lot of us could feel somewhat overwhelmed with that many choices. So that is when their moment categories come to the rescue. They have divided the 30 shades into 6 categories based on their hues, like pink, nudes, red, and etc. One thing that I have to truly praise fwee for is to not go with personal color or seasons. Since last time I went to Korea, I got my personal color done. It was a really cool experience, but I almost felt like they were telling you that you needed to wear these specific colors. But honestly, I feel like we should just wear what we like and enjoy and what makes us happy. And these moments that fwee came up with really kind of allow for that freedom and enjoyment with makeup. So each cap represents a color category with 6 in total. I just think it's way more creative than say your basic warm warm tone, cool tone, summer, winter, etc. Although I will try to note the undertones when swatching for you guys' reference. I wanted to show you guys how it applies on my skin too, and I feel like it is only right to show it with my favorite shade, Skirt. So I'm going to show you the easiest way to achieve the most flawless application using the same shade on the lips and cheeks. So with the pudding pots, we are going to directly dip our finger into the pot and apply it directly onto the lips. It obviously goes on matte but naturally blurring. We're just going to blend it out in a tapping motion, and then once you've applied the desired amount to your lips, with the excess that's on your finger, you're going to go ahead and apply it onto your cheeks in a tapping motion. Since you've already warmed up the product, it will blend on the skin more seamlessly, and you can always build up that coverage too. You can even warm it up like on your hand and apply. Now that I've applied it to both the lips and cheeks, you can really see how versatile the product is. On the lips, it goes on with really rich pigment, matte but hydrating, while on the cheeks, it goes on more subtle, a very natural flush, but still retaining the hues of the shade. It's also so easy to achieve a really well put together look, because have you ever experienced where you did your full makeup look, it's all good, it's all great, and then you go to choose like a lip color at the very end and you can't find the right color that like goes with everything but doesn't clash? Well, I have. But with these, since you can use the one product for both your lips and cheeks, everything will tie in harmoniously. Although if you are just applying the shade to your lips, I do have to mention the silicone applicator. The tip of this is squishy, just like the pudding pots, and it's supposed to mimic like the tip of a finger, like here, but in a brush. And when you have longer nails like I do at the moment, and you start getting like further down into the pot and you can't reach it, this is just absolute savior. It really helps apply the product without any mess, not to mention hygienic too. Alright you guys, well it is that time to swatch all 30 shades that I've got here. We're going to speed through them a little bit quickly because yeah, we have 30 shades to get through. Are you all ready? I don't know if I am. So we are starting off with the Just Me moment, which contains our nude shades. O is a soft pink with a touch of lavender. Like is a brighter baby pink. Without is more of a dusky ashy pink. My is a neutral coral nude that I feel like would suit most people. And lastly, B is a warmer peachy nude. So out of these 5, My is my favorite shade. Since I do have somewhat decently pigmented lips to begin with, I feel like some of the nude shades can come off a little bit too light for my liking, but that is why they work really, really well on the cheeks, because they've got such a nice natural flush to them. Next, we're going to move on to the bestie moment, our corals. Dear truly gives me pumpkin spice latte vibes, so pretty for the coming fall. Boy, a vibrant peachy coral. BFF leans more to a pinky tone out of the corals. 17, I feel like is the most true peachy coral. And lastly, Girls, which is a very bright reddish coral. Out of these ones, 17 is my favorite, and you can kind of tell from how much I have dug into the product already. Those who are looking for warm toned colors or are warm toned, you'll probably love this coral set. Next, we have Blushed moment, which is our pinks. Baby, a light creamy baby pink. Skirt, in my opinion, is literally the most perfect warm toned pink. Cherry, a really nice bright cherry pink. Crush leans most cool toned and a more purpley pink. And then STH, a dusky mauvey pink. Skirt is definitely my favorite one, and actually my favorite shade out of like the whole 30 shades. I have definitely used it the most. I mean, you can see how much I've dug into this one too. And it is the shade that I was wearing on the base of my lips and my cheeks today too. I just feel like it's just beautiful. It's such a nice basic warm toned pink that I feel like goes with everything. But yeah, there is definitely a pink for everyone. Next, we have reddish moments, which obviously are our red shades. D-Day, a bright neon red. Mule, this one is a true cool toned cherry red. Ambitious, this one is the most classic red shade. I used to wear lips like this all the time. Fave, an elegant brownish red. And Greedy, which I feel like is almost a mulberry color. For me, it is a bit of a toss-up between Ambitious and Fave of my fave shade of the reddish ones. I used to be such a bold red lip girl. Like, that's all I used to wear, and swatching these and trying them out, I feel like I definitely want to get back into my red lip era again. I do feel like these ones wear a little better on the lips over the cheeks personally. Next, we have the Cold Hearted Moments, our mauves. Chillin' is a muted brownish mauve. Hurt, a dusky mauve with a touch of pink in there. Baddie, purple but leans a bit more of a coolish pink. Slay is a greyish mauve but still has that richness to the colour. And lastly, Boss is a true deep plum. Out of these, Hurt is my favorite shade because for me, although it looks kind of dark in the pot, it is my true MLBB, my lips but better shade. Like, when I put it on, it's kind of like, wait, did I even put anything on? Because it is such a close match to my lips, but it really does enhance the color I already have. So when I just want like a really natural look, but something that makes me pop, this is the one that I go for. Cool toned people will definitely love this set. Lastly, we have our Faded Moment, shades that mimic dried roses, which I feel like is like so poetic. Feelin' is a natural MLBB rosy coral. Lyrics, a warm toned brownish rose. Faded, a greyish dusty rose. Memories, a more brighter coral rose. And lastly, Film, a richer cool toned rose. My favorite out of this lot has been Lyrics, but I feel like all of these are very, very wearable. Your true kind of MLBB set, if I was to define it. They enhance the lip colors, but are not too dominating. For a first timer getting the pudding pots, I feel like choosing from this Faded Moments collection will probably be a really good place to start. And there you have it, you guys, all 30 shades. You are welcome. I mean, surely out of that many, you will be able to find the one that matches your mood perfectly. And in terms of longevity, I do feel like it depends on the shade a little bit. Since they are like this powdery mousse formula, I thought they would actually rub off way easier, but especially some of like the redder, deeper shades, they have some staining power too. Like, they will actually stain your lips, skin, and give you that long-lasting color. Also, before we're done, I have to mention these absolute adorable little things. Some of you may have seen a recent Get Ready With Me on Vacation video on my channel, but look at them. They're just so cute. These little things have been an absolute game changer for travel, because although these pots are absolutely adorable, they obviously can be a little bit bulky and heavy for when traveling. So scooping them out and decanting them into these little keychains makes it so much easier for you to carry your pudding pots with you. Not only when you're traveling, but you can literally chuck it on your bag, your skincare, makeup, purse, your phone, your wallet, like literally anywhere. It is so versatile, and also makes a very cute accessory that you can just use to touch up while you're on the go. They have so many different shades of the key rings too that I feel like I just need to collect them all. But yeah, if you can get your hands on them, definitely a worthy collector's item. So after seeing all 30 shades today, what are your thoughts? Have you tried them already, or do you want to try them? I really did have some fun playing with makeup today. I feel like I don't do that very often, but if there are any other hot K-beauty items that you want me to review or check out, make sure you leave it in a comment below, and I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Mwah!